Welcome, guys, to some more Mighty Number Shit 9. We have, as always, with us, GShadow007. I think I might add an extra 0, but...
Hey guys, welcome back, and who's ready to get violated by this god-awful stage?
I guess I'm ready, but, so, as you've seen in our previous episode, I got really upset. That was the night the Game Awards happened as well. It was also
I know.
just one big pile of shit that night.
You
Yeah, it was.
all set then?
Oh god, it was.
So, I think we're gonna be able to be better this time, I hope.
Yeah, it's really the first part that'll really fuck people over, because you gotta rely a lot on Avi's ability to traverse, but it's so easy to just die because of how narrow they made those electric spikes. It's some of the most obnoxious level design I've ever seen since Mega Man X6. Yeah, let's just go with that.
Fuck you.
Well, luckily, Tyler knows the first part of the stage like the back of his hand because of all the times he died.
I don't know it as well as the cowboy stage, but I know it. Cause fuck that stage.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started on
The
that.
security system is scrambled. As it is, you must hit the panel there to open the door. It only remains open for an instant,
So
but that should pose no problem for you.
it really all revolves. So yeah, you just really gotta be very careful in this stage. Oh yeah, bring 9 lives here. Bring 9 lives here, because what kind of masochist, what kind of sadistic masochist would want to get through the stage with only 2 lives? I think it's almost impossible to do it unless you spend way too much time in this game, but that's you. But so yeah, as always, use Italian weapon to make some of this stuff more easy to traverse through. And use Avi's weapon, because you're gonna be using it a lot throughout this first part of this terrible stage.
Alright. We all know this part. If you watched the previous episode, you know how much I hate myself.
That he suffered so much.
I was gonna see if there was a way to save in any form, shape, way, or form, but there wasn't. My life.
No, you gotta do this all in one run. That's how Mega Man works, apparently. You gotta do it all in one run.
And we're already off
Problem
to a
is, the stage is way too
fantastic
fucking long.
start.
Problem is, the stage is so fucking long.
And the checkpoints are so terrible and and the load times, they're so far. They're worse than Final Fantasy 15.
They're not as bad as Sonic 06, but oh my god, they're close.
And it's such a basic game too. I'm not trying to like beat on it, but it's such a. This game isn't that hard,
game, right?
What?
Yeah, you don't have the physical copy. You download this game on your Xbox hard drive, right?
Yeah.
So there's no excuse for the load times to be the way they are.
Get it together, you two! Tyrannosaurus Rex is here!
I thought games like Sonic 06 and Mega Man X7 had horrific load times, and well,
I'm on it!
Sonic 06 and X7, I do say, well, does have worse load times than this. Holy fuck, the load times.
Oh,
They
come
should not be
on.
this
Alright,
long
hold
in a
on. I'm
game
gonna
from
use the
2016.
D-pad.
Usually when I play 2D games, I usually go with the D-pad because it's just so awkward to use an analog stick for 2D movement. What? Wow. You did. It looked like you didn't even touch it, and you still died.
Yeah. And then we get to sit through a blank screen of death. Because it's better than nothing.
Oh man, this is only like the first part of the game.
I appreciate the zeal, Bat, but could you take the crazy?
I really wanna, like, you know, like, I...
Hey, get it together, you two! Tyrannosaurus Rex is here!
Just convene the meeting that said, let's do this.
It's all up to you.
Yeah, let's make the level design as frustrating as possible. It will so not turn off people from playing this game. Or not, like...
Alright, the
fans of Mega
D-pad's
Man,
gonna be
like,
so
5
much
years.
better, I just have to get a little more used to it, and I think I'll be able to do it.
Yeah, the PS4's D-pad feels a lot more natural for a game like this, and that's how I
Yeah.
end up playing this game. The Xbox One D-pad is okay for 2D games, but it can be kind of awkward to use.
It's a lot better than what the
a hell of a lot
360's
better.
D-pad was.
Yeah, it was a hell of a lot better than what the 360 than the 360 D-pad. I don't know what they were thinking with that one. However, I still find that the Xbox One D-pad can be kind of stiff, especially if you're trying to use it for fighting games, because you have to use the rolling motion, and the Xbox One D-pad is a lot stiffer with that than the PS4 D-pad. So it's just in your best interest to use the analog stick for those types of games, but for 2D games, oh yeah, you.
Oh my god! That time I pushed too much?
Stick.
Oh, this is gonna be a long piece of...
Yeah, I just recommend subtle taps. If you feel like you're not gonna make it, just kill yourself and try again, because
What's more irritating about this is that the first part is super duper easy, but then you have to... You're not even that far into the stage.
Then they just throw you a giant spike wall. That you gotta climb. There's still more after this. I think this is the longest stage in the game.
Oh yeah, there's just a dumb amount.
The haywire robot assembly line
you gotta go
just
through
up
it.
ahead, Becker. It's all up to you.
The default 2 lives, you don't know
Roger, Robbie.
about
I'm on it.
if you don't know how to jack up the live count, you'll be here forever.
Just come on. That one I did. I physically don't know how they thought this was a brilliant idea.
And this helicopter section is very precise. Oh! Yeah, that was very... They made it way too narrow, and you're such a huge model. Maybe classic Mega Man would fit in it, but not Beck.
See, the problem with this is that there should have been some form of like a light capsule or something that you could just become like an invisible... I don't even know what to think here. Just so you to not be insta-killed here.
A shop. How about this? How about a shop like in Mega Man 8, 9, Base, 10, yeah, it's 10. How about having a shop and having an item where that can protect you from spikes for like one time, but it'll just do half damage as opposed to an instant kill.
Oh my god, yes!
Like, if you ever played Mega Man 8, Base, 9, and 10, those games were infinitely more forgiving than the NES games. Actually, no, 7 had a shop as well. Those games were infinitely more forgiving than, well, maybe not Base, but they're more forgiving because they had a shop that will allow you to buy energy tanks, weapon tanks, things that can protect you from the bullshit ahead. Item number 9 doesn't do that. You have to, you know,
Here we go.
you don't have any upgrades like in the X series. You can't rely on Cyber Elves from the Zero
Really?
series. You basically gotta be... You basically relies on skill.
What's
I
the
guess.
weakness to
But
this
even
thing?
then, the level it could be the crash bomb, not crash bomb, the battalion bombs. I think that kills his health bar really quickly.
The crash bomb, that was the
Oh, yeah,
thing I
keep
was
in mind-
using, right?
Yeah, and keep in mind, you gotta make sure they're purple before you dash into them. Otherwise,
Yeah, I thought it would have been. That's one thing that's bad about this game is that they don't give you a warning on that.
It's just like I hate the dash. Again, I hate the dash mechanic in this game. I really truly do.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Like I said, use Natalia's weapon. It's the best weapon in the game. It does so much damage. It's pretty much this game's equivalent to the Metal Blade.
I don't know how he was made Mega Man 2 and then made this piece of shit.
Well, that was for a different time when Capcom actually used the bug. By the way, MVC Infinity has X in it now.
That's more like it.
Yeah, I guess we should
Very
talk about
excited about
that. I mean, we're both massive Marvel vs. Capcom fans.
Yes, I still rock with Zero even to this day.
I don't know how many hours as a group we put into that game.
I love that game. I didn't like the first version of it, MVC3, because it was a complete cheap game. But UMVC3 was so much fun.
All right.
Even though it was bad business practice on Capcom's part, it was still fun. Too bad it was incredibly rare for a while. Luckily, they're bringing it back on the 8th generation consoles and PC. I'm very excited to play that in glorious 60 frames per second. More so, I'm glad to know that MVC Infinity is going to be a thing. I can't wait to play that. I'm going to rock so hard with X, you have no idea.
Yes. Alright, 3 lives. We're doing already better than what we were previous.
Yeah, Yeah, 3 lives. Technically 4 because Zero counts
what
as a
do we
life.
have here? Yo, Beckropolis, I got a hot scoop to deliver to Doc.
Oh, wow. I completely forgot about that.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's pretty much a giant gauntlet of using your special weapons to the best of your advantage. Fuck you, Avi. No one cares about you. Fun fact about Avi's voice actor in Japan, he actually voiced X in the PlayStation trilogy of X games. I think his name is Shotaro Morikubo. He also voiced Yosuke in Persona 4.
I guess we have to use the sniper here?
I think it's the only weapon that can fit through that hole, to my knowledge. Yeah, I think the sniper weapon is the only weapon that can fit through that damn hole, and it bounces off walls. Problem is, it has such a low ammo count.
But yeah, me and Ghouls, we have Jeff and Matt. I don't know how many. Was Matt there? I don't know. But we have put countless hours into Marvel vs. Capcom as a group.
Yeah, it was me, Jeff, and you. We played the shit out of UMVC3. It was one of my favorite fighting games of that generation. And while I didn't agree with Capcom's business practices, because they were quite ancient, you know how they always update their games by just making a new game, like Street Fighter, then Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and onwards and onwards and onwards. Luckily that's going away. I hope it's going away, but it was still a fun game, regardless. And yeah, this boss is the exact same one from the intro stage, except it does have a different attack, like you saw right there. It has this annoying butt laser, I guess. Oh, you actually got an extra life, thank God.
Yeah, I just kind of noticed that.
Again, the power-ups are very vague. You don't know what any of them do. Oh, here you gotta use Pyro's weapon.
No, son of a whore.
I think Pyro's weapon is the only one that can reach up there.
No,
Oh no,
I
Brand's
eventually...
weapon can reach up there too.
Zero's blade thing, he can do it as well.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the Zero form is incredibly busted.
Yeah,
for
I
the
have to
final
use
boss.
it here, I think. I'm just trying to think of ways to dodge people's... Or not get hit by bullets.
What I would probably recommend doing is switching to the sword form to hit the switch, then switching back to normal form to shoot, because your blade can't reach that far. Or if you're using Pyro's weapon, you can just blow up everything, I guess. Fuck these load times, sir.
Oh my. Okay, now that was my bad, but that was dumb. That was incredibly on it, and it just kind of slipped me off the platform.
The dash?
Yeah.
The dash is very finicky. The dash is very, very finicky in this game. Oh, and yeah, and then you just slide down. Ugh. Backer feels very unnatural in this game, by the way. He feels very slippery at times, which is not good for precise platforming.
Yeah, no, not at all.
In Mega Man and in Mega Man X, you felt like you were in control of plastic.
Oh, come on!
Mega Man, but here it just feels so unnatural. It feels so ugh. I'm not really fond of control, especially when they want you to do precise platforming. It's so dangerous. Oh, ooh. Yeah, that's a prime example of why I fucking despise the dash mechanic. Because that shit like that happens. Where you'll dash to enemy, then you'll fall off and die. Ugh.
That's more like it.
Oh my, come on! You've got to be kidding me! I'm gonna get a game over again. Again! On this same part! I don't know what's good here.
Fuck
I
that
legitimately
guy
don't.
and just blast him to bits. Because holy crap, he will fuck up.
I got a life, thank Christ, but hold on, I got one. Fuck it.
Were there intentions to appeal to just die-hard Mega Man fans that knows a Mega Man game in and out? Because this game feels way too soul-crushing to be advertised to normal players. It feels like it was dedicated specifically for people who have been with the Mega Man franchise for a long-ass time, like I was.
Fuck.
For people like
you can, I just died again, but you can just see how broken that that jump really is. This part is so dumb. I'm trying to think. I gotta use Pyro, I guess, and then switch to him very fast.
I think that's the only weapon that's gonna reach that switch to destroy that electric fence. Because I think that electric fence is insta-kill if you run into it. And,
no, you just can't do anything. But the problem with it is now is that just look at that. The knockback is so broken.
Yeah, knockback. Like all, and of course, if you get hit, and you have invincibility frames, and if you you'll still die and run into the frickin'. Why they bring back the Mega Man 1 bullshit? No one liked that. No one liked having to die even though they had invincibility frames.
Well, unless I get a life here, which I did not. So this will probably be my last run.
Fuck.
What?
Oh.
Okay, I want everybody to watch that. I want them to go back and rewatch it, cause that was some bull.
Well, we'll see.
I never moved, Ghouls. I swear to you, I did not move at all.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Wait, you did not... Oh my god, that's bad. Wow.
Great. Now I gotta go back to my favorite part in the stage.
There's one thing I have to compliment about X6. They don't have glitchy controls like that happening.
Bring it on.
Yeah, this is by far the longest stretch of the game. There's even more to
Here we
this,
go.
by the way. Even after
How
that
close am I to
long
actually
ass,
beating this stage, Ghouls?
Here we go.
Once you get past that part, I think you're almost there.
The security system
Yo,
is
I'm
free.
only what?
As it is, you must hit the panel there to
Like,
open the
I
door.
think that's like
It
the
only
midway
remains open
point.
for an instant.
You gotta be
It's
kidding
been a
me.
while since I played this fucking game. Because, I haven't played this game
Here we go.
since June. I still know a lot about it because etched in my brain for how bullshit it was.
Here goes.
But yeah, it requires... I think there's one more part that requires Pyro's weapon.
You got it. Pyro
Then
or
there's this
the
boss. So there's one more part that has these. There's 4 switches that I think it can only be used. You can only use either Pyro's weapon or
Hey,
the
get it
Italian's
together, you
weapon
two.
to
Tyrannosaurus Rex is
turn all of
here.
them on at once. And then there's
The
this boss
haywire
that has
horizon line is
options to
just up
defeat.
ahead, Becker. It's all up to you.
Here comes everybody's favorite part.
This part should have been towards the end of the stage, not in the beginning. It's beginner's
Oh
trap.
my, I was so close. I'm getting it. The D-pad, but that was ridiculous. Oh my goodness, how did they think any of this was good?
Here's a good idea. How about make those gaps larger,
Hit X for
so
light.
that way there's less room for fuck ups, you know?
How about this? That
If
perk
they made
isn't
it
even in the
exact-
game. There's no point for it.
Or at least put it at the end of the section,
I appreciate the zeal.
because it's just beginner's
Took
trap.
crazy down a notch.
No, I don't disagree with it putting at the end of the stage. Beginner's trap exactly, Ghouls. So people like me will die constantly and then have to redo the entire
It's like-
stage over and over again.
It's like in X6, where they made the platform so fucking too high for X to jump, and that way you have no choice but to utilize either the shadow armor.
Oh my god,
stage
Ghouls.
or the
Holy
jumper
shit, I'm
armor.
good at it now.
But yeah, honestly, what would you think is worse, this or X6's bullshit where X needs jumper or the shadow armor?
X6 is better than this game. I'm saying that right now. This
Ooh, that's
game
a
makes
bold
X6 look like you guys know my favorite game of all time is Halo 3. This game makes
Yeah.
X6 look like Halo 3 to me.
Here we go. Here we
You
go.
know he ain't fucking around when he says that. I still think X6 is worse because of the backtrack you gotta do. You don't know about that one particular
That X6,
part in
the
game
entire
class.
X series has you backtracking. Look at X3.
X3. Actually, I think X5 is worse than
That's
the
more like
X3
it.
in some
That's more
cases.
like it.
But in terms of, at least my number 9 doesn't require you to have to collect armors
I needed that.
and heart tanks to make the experience more tolerable compared to the X series, because as you all know, the X series requires armor upgrades and whatnot. I mean, this isn't the X series; it's more akin to the classic series with elements from X and later series thrown in
Here we go.
because of the dash.
Alright,
Just-
part 1 down. We're kicking ass here. 9 lives.
Well, well,
I mean-
well, what do we have here?
It's pretty much a gauntlet of these bosses that aren't really that
Yo,
challenging.
Metropolis, I got a hot scoop to deliver to Doc Sonderbag.
And yeah.
Be right back. Here we go. Here goes.
Oh shit. Damn it. Aha!
All right.
I really don't know how anyone thought this game was good, or ready to be shown to the public. Alright, Ghouls, what is this guy weak to? Because he's kind of a pain in...
Really, all the bosses here have no particular weakness. Feel free to choose any weapon you want. First, when you Battalion's weapon, I think shaves their health off really quickly.
I think you're wrong on there, Ghouls.
That's also really awesome.
Look at that. Tell me.
Holy crap. But, holy crap, I didn't realize Brandish's weapon can be that spammable. That's as bad as X3. Holy shit. So yeah.
Okay, Ghouls. We're
Now
looking
this
so
part.
good right now.
This is the luckiest run you've had yet. Holy fuck.
Woohoo! Oh, what the hell? Ghouls, what do I do?
Here goes! Down! Down!
What the hell? Oh god. Fuck it.
So now this is the part I was talking about, where he was. You gotta use either Pyro's ability or the Crash Bomb ability to activate all of those things at once.
Oh, come on.
Your better option would probably be Battalion's ability.
Yeah, I look exactly like it.
Nah, young one.
Still alive, but I'll
Don't worry.
take it.
Nothing here my blades can't handle.
Holy shit, you actually made it through that god-awful section.
Go help Cryo's team instead.
Yes, please. I'm ice creaming these spots, but there's
Now we're
so
at this
many of
part,
them.
and boom, hi, not zero.
Maybe if you spend more time fighting and less on your lame puns.
Now we have another gauntlet of enemies to deal with.
Here we go.
You can't even see half the people on your screen.
Holy fuck.
Here we go.
So now we have all the minor versions, well actually not, 4 of them helping you out. And the
Fuck that cowboy. Fuck him. Kill him.
He's actually, he's helping you. Why would you say fuck him?
Because he's a dick, Ghouls. I haven't forgotten about, like, a...
I guess Steve Plum though. You can't hate on the character voiced by Steve Plum.
Oh, I am, Ghouls. I'm
Steve
holding the
who?
biggest grudge in gaming history against that man.
More of these bummers? Don't worry, they're
If I had to make
Grudge
a...
and
You know
Bungie?
those lists I was talking about? I might do biggest dicks
Yeah.
in gaming. He might have just earned himself a spot.
Oh. Man, I'm going in the flow like zero. Or not zero, rather. All we need now is a jumping spiral attack he likes to spam in the X.
Oh, what the fuck are you?
Heavens. I've never seen its like before. Has the factory started making its own designs?
I think
Jack,
this is the
you
final
must disable
part
the computer
of the
core
stage?
there before it can create an army of
Yeah,
these.
it's the final part of the stage. It's the boss. The boss here, you need to... It's kind of interesting in the sense that, gotta remember how it works. I think you have to fight it. You have to defeat its health, great health bar twice? And I think it's super weak to the crash, to the battalion bomb. I think that does a crap ton of damage to it. But, as you can see, Tyler can just use a sword and spam the crap out of it. It'll constantly use its, arm to grab you, and, holy crap, he's just bum rushing.
Oh, fuck. I messed up there. I could have fucked my own self there, but...
I think is weak to the battalion bomb.
Yeah.
Because, but again, Battalian's weapon is by far the most powerful weapon in the game. It is so devastating. It is so broken. Look at that! The Battalion bombs are so broken. They are the metal blade of this game. They are so OP. Why can't Crash Bomb be that OP in Mega Man 2?
Was that... Oh. Okay, well that's not BS at all. This is as bad as the fucking...
Now... Oh, now it's setting missiles. Actually, no, it's not too bad because, well, actually, yeah, it is bad. Holy crap, it's random bullshit. Oh, boy, this gives me Volt Catfish vibes. Except Sparkle replaced for not using his weakness.
Oh, yeah, I ran out of the weakness. Okay. I die a lot to this boss. Do you know what the core's weak to? Is he weak to Crash Bomb as well?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure on that, though.
I gotta figure out one thing to use on this, and then I'll use Crash Bomb on the core.
The boss? The first part of the boss is kind of easy because you can just predict. You can, like, dodge, like, air dash over the arm that goes, like, forward at you. And then you just gotta be careful not to get hit by the one that slams down upon you. And then just unload Crash Bomb and bombs at it and it'll fall very quickly.
Well, that's not BS at all.
The good news is you do have 9 lives, so
Yeah.
you'll have plenty of chances to kill this asshole and get used to him.
Fuck that.
Just be very wary because he's
just so much better for her.
yeah, that doesn't do any damage at all. Yeah, the Buster is really the only weapon that does any significant damage. Yeah, this is basically the strategy, is to just make sure you kill the first part as quickly as you can because you really don't want to spend a lot of time on it because it's bullshit. And then kill the core.
Fuck it.
Unload on that bitch.
Yeah, here comes the BS part again.
Well, yeah, the only hard part of the first form is indeed that missile attack that's reminiscent to Avi, because sometimes it's random, sometimes it isn't. It's the luck of the draw.
This part is 100% random.
Yeah, the final part where you just start colliding all over the place. And then on top of that, you're on a conveyor belt, a la Mega Man, Metal Man from Mega Man 2. Yeah, the claw attack is not too difficult once you know what you're doing.
Oh, damn it, they're doing this shit again. I'm fucked.
Oh shit, this.
Holy fuck.
I'm not sure there's, aside from the bombs, I'm not sure if there's any other way to properly target this asshole. Holy crap, look at how much shit's on the screen!
Fuck myself. I fucked myself over. I 100% fucked myself over on that.
Oh!
Ah, that was a good run. It's a little upset.
Yeah, that was a really good run.
And I still have 8 lives, so hopefully I just need to get a container and then I think I'll be...
Yeah, you just need to... This boss ain't too bad, you just need to practice him. That's all it boils down to. The only hard part is the missile part. That's the only thing that's obnoxious about the boss. Other than that, he's really easy.
Come on.
Bring it on.
Oh, there we go. I think we'll be able to be... Oh, yeah, and plus we have extra
Thank
damage,
God.
which will be helpful.
Which, thank God that's the case, because, oh my god, the stage is way harder than the boss. Let's be real here. It is way harder than the boss. Oh, by the way, one more thing to note about this game, no boss rush. Remember how in Mega Man games they all have boss rushes?
Yeah.
That's not the case here. You don't have to fight a gauntlet of bosses again. Which I'm glad that that's not the case, because otherwise it would be draggy, long, and annoying. Would you agree? So thank God that's not the case here.
Fuck you.
Oh.
Alright, here comes the not fun part.
Luckily, you do have more battalion bombs. It does regenerate on its own. It'll just regenerate faster if you are dashing into enemies.
So this part, I know you can just spam this thing and you'll be fine. I know you can just spam going into the wall.
For the most part. Some missiles will probably...
Damn it.
Well, actually, the first part's not random. It's the final assortment of missiles that are random as fuck.
Yeah, the final part's what's bullshit.
And of course, you gotta fire at it when its eyes open up, otherwise it's not gonna do anything.
Damn it. In that part, you can just spam the down dash, whatever the hell they want to call it.
Oh yeah, I forgot that the crush attack is an option to avoid that attack.
Oh, wow, that's unfortunate. But it's whatever. I'm pretty sure I'll kill her on this upcoming thing, as long as I stay somewhat frequent with the fire. Actually... no. Probably actually would have been
Yeah,
fine.
I think the center is probably the safest option. Because most of the bombs come in at the right and left. You gotta be very... just gotta rely on eye coordination, really.
Done. Fuck this stage. Why are you trying to save this bitch?
Mission clear.
Alright.
That was the longest stage in the game.
Fuck
Do I
this
think it's worse than
stage.
Gates Lab? No, because Gates Lab was way more annoying. It had 3 bosses that were bullshit.
This just had the stage. The bosses itself really weren't that bad. It was just the stage.
The stage.
The stage sucked balls.
And the level design was absolute shit. Yeah, it was absolute bullshit. Worst
Excellent.
stage in the game,
That should
without a
help the
doubt. But
manufacturing
luckily,
of any
we're
more
almost
berserker
done.
robots, at least.
Thank
Good
God.
work, Beck. I'll meet you back outside the factory.
We just got like,
There's
what,
someone
one
I
more
must
level to
see
go,
first.
officially? I know that there's that call level, but fuck that, we ain't doing it.
Yeah, fuck that. I just want to be done with this game. I wanted to see how bad it was in person.
Also, fuck the race stages. I'll probably do it. Pyro's probably not gonna do it after this.
Wait, do I have to do the prison? What the
They don't
fuck?
really add anything.
Wait, where the fuck? Where the fuck? Okay, well, anyway, guys, that's where I'm gonna end today's video. Do all that YouTube stuff.
You do have to do the prison.
You do have to do the prison?
I didn't know that. Oh my god.
God damn it, ghouls. I guess we're doing this fucking call mission. God damn it all. Alright. As always, guys, you can go to my friend here. He is right now in Mega Man X3 at the time of this recording. Probably will be on X4 sooner or later.
Yeah, sooner or later. I actually plan on doing another game before that. But, yeah, guys, that's all we gotta say. This is GShadow007, aka Webhead Gaming, signing off, saying fuck this thing.
Exactly. See you guys tomorrow.